Chafing against your newly issued set of chains, you are brought in front of the captain. We've been watching you, and I want to say thank you for making all this fluxite for me. Her wry smile enrages you, but you hold it in. Well, I guess I should say thank you for your patience, you respond coldly. You still owe us credits, and the marshals aren't paying, so you just got yourself a job. You hold up your chains. So this is how you treat your employees? She laughs so hard that she snorts like a pig. Oh, my sweet summer child, you're not an employee. Hello everybody, I'm Trimbark and welcome back to Sandustry, and welcome back to Emberleaf, where today I am excited. First off, yeah, look at this. This is very interesting. This thing is almost completely full of spores, and we're all the way down here. And we have this issue where the petals cannot get out. And last time I sat here thinking this is an intractable problem. I don't know how to handle this. But you know what? I think I actually do know how to handle this. Hear me out. And this might be a horrible mistake. Nope. Well, it's already a horrible mistake. No. Here. I'm going to just get rid of this wall. I don't actually need it. Right? I think... So, hear me out. This might make this whole thing work a little bit better, and if that's the case, then I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate those launcher shenanigans that we did on the first one over here, because this thing is completely backed up and not doing anything. Look at this. Like, it's barely doing anything at all. I want to be able to break this thing. If we do that, it's going to be way harder to break it. So, yeah. But today I have lots of exciting things planned, like getting our last artifact, of course. And if you guys stick around to the end, I have a nice, fun, maybe exciting announcement for you. So, yeah. But I also want to do a bunch of mining. I want to mine everything on this map. I know I've said that, and I mean it. And between episodes, I did a little bit of art here. And I was trying to do something fancy, and I failed. So straight up, that's where that's at. You know what? While I'm here, and before I actually fix it, let's just do this, because this will help me. This will help me burn through this. But the other thing we got to do today is make more space for petals, if you can believe it. And so I did some serious thinking, and I believe it is possible. So that's where I'm at, and I think we need to do that today. Absolutely. Because I want to be able to, like I said, run this thing full throttle. Take out the gold throttles, have way too much sand coming through, and we'll see how that goes. But let's go over here. Yeah, it seems like nothing catastrophically broke yet. So I'm going to go ahead and we are going to duplicate that spore solution that we did last time. I came into this episode thinking I'm gonna just put it back to the way it was, because this is moving so fast that it's hurting me. But my main issue was this throughput here, so it's good that we can fix that. Ooh, what is this? Allow gold. Yeah, gold, you go ahead and you do that, my friend. And I can get rid of this last wall as well. Well, all right. I guess we're gonna do that. Yeah, I'm excited for that announcement at the end. So if you're still here, or if you just can't possibly listen to me ramble for another hour, you can skip to the end. I'll let you do that. Yeah. We had a great time last time, because we we did some serious cleaning out of a lot of stuff, some very efficient, effective cleaning out. So I'm really happy with how this is. I mean, look at that. I think I can nuke a lot of this. And here, more red sand. It never hurts, right? I will never regret doing this. I should learn to shut my mouth. But yeah, if the red sand jammed up and that is what finally collapsed this factory, would that not be the most beautifully ironic thing to ever happen to us in this game? I really truly think it would. Here, I know it's been a long time coming. I'm gonna mine this out. Now, am I actually gonna haul it out? Remains to be seen. Maybe there will be a better way to do it in the future, but I wanted to do this for a long time. I know it's gonna use up a bunch of my water for no reason, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm actually going to build this wall. Nope. This one right here. Just to keep the water from going all the way into the dino, because I like him. I like him where he is. I like who he is. I don't want him to change, you know? Change, there's one thing inevitable in life, and that is change, but a lot of times you just don't want it, you know? Okay. We crushed that. I'm glad that that's finally done. That's all I'm gonna say there. I've been wanting to do that, but I also didn't want to ruin my water pit, but I think we're okay on water for now, although sadly it seems like there's no more free water down there, at least that I found last time. Granted, I get very distracted, as you guys know, but I didn't see any, so I'll say that. Do I need the sand here? No, I absolutely do not, but it is kind of nice to have it cleaned out, huh? I never got around to redoing this section up here, but at the moment, that does not appear to be our main failure point. So I guess I kind of don't care. Here. There. That can solve that. And here, I'm gonna do this. Yeah. There's nothing better than a little bit of extra spam. There. Whoops, that's unnecessary. Just slowly cleaning it out. Because you know what I ultimately want to do is have everything mined and everything pointed at us at least, so I can claim that I did that. And who knows? Maybe by the you know, a future date to be announced, we'll have a solution for all that. Now, all this sand. Oh boy. Trying to get it out this way is pretty garbage. I don't really like that idea. So let's think about how I could get it out. Oh yeah, we have our drones moving, that's right. I think it's gotta go this way. Oh, I just tried to delete that soil. Very nice. I honestly could say I don't think I've done that nearly as much as you would expect. I wish it had worked. That would have been really nice. Here, we can get rid of this wall. And, whoop. Okay, we'll do this. And where? Right there. And go like this. And we're just gonna keep dropping it down and then launch it out. And that's gonna come up here. We're just gonna do it like this. Very lazy, but that's all right. We're gonna go here and probably copy some version of this many times. There we go. Here, Shift C. You can go right here. Yes, I like that. Okay, and I'm gonna get rid of that. And I just need to clean this up. Beautiful. That will generally move stuff this way. I'm gonna put a block wall in here just to keep junk from falling unnecessarily, because this game is already burning my lap. Yeah, here you go. All right, that's happening, and it's just gonna want to fall right here, which is kind of not ideal. So we're gonna go and build a conveyor belt like this, go like that, and move this whole section over like that. Okay. I like it. I like it. And now all these we are going to fix. And you go like this. And you go like this. And I mean, it could definitely be better, but this will get stuff through, right? That's not ugly at all up there. Yeah, it's not at all. Oof. Oh, you know what? Speaking of that, I'm not out of water. We never we never really cleaned this out over here. So let's do that. What is the solution for that? Do I just get rid of this wall right here and get rid of more wall? There. Okay. At least now it'll make it to those pumps. And I'm gonna copy a few down like that and add some more pipes. I'm so sorry about that. I can delete all this shenanigans though, right? Or, yeah. I'm gonna delete this stuff. Totally. Here we go. And we can pump some pedals in here. So I want to do that today for sure. Let's see, where is pipe remover? Here we go. Like that. And clean that up. Okay. Is there a way for me to get this stuff up there without crossing an existing pipeline? Gee, it sounds really tough, to be honest with you. I don't know about that. Well, hopefully it gets cleaned up. How's this going? Whoa, look at that gold. Oh boy. Um, Gold? Oh, look at this. We do have a bunch of spores over here. So I was concerned about that as a possible outcome, and turns out it was correct. Now, I think I'm not going to try and get too smart. I think I will just do a little box right here, and it's going to have spores in it. So we're going to go number 7, allow only wet spore. We're going to go like this. Okay. There we go. And now that'll clean up. That was a big to do over there. We have a lot of gold built up and a lot of spores. Interesting. So that is the downside. Luckily, I can take advantage of our hauler drones and still have the insane pedal throughput. Although, you know, I haven't even changed over the this side over here, and it's already like, look at that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So pedals it is, right? Now, I think what I actually want to do, we're gonna steal this right here, move it over to right here, and I'm gonna clean that up like this. And I'm going to build a conveyor over here. And it's gonna go to like right there. Okay. Let's get rid of that. And look at that flux site. I'm gonna have to clean that up real quick. that's redonk. Um, here, go like yeah. Oh no, I screwed up my artwork here. Nope. Okay, here we go. Clean that up in the most painful way possible, but we did it. And here, I'm gonna go like that. And back here. Okay. Now we're gonna go like this. And oops. Here we go. And what I'm gonna do is launch them up here and then take this all the way over. You know what I'm saying? I think you do. I think you know what I'm saying. Let's do it. Here. That's okay. Allow only Petallium. That's right. We're gonna go all the way over. And okay, I'm going to go like this. Yeah, it's probably overkill. That's alright. That's alright. Here we're gonna go like that. Conveyor belts right here. Nope, actually don't need that. I will be deleting that eventually. Okay. Here, now we can go like this and build some more launchers. I'm gonna just copy paste this right here. Perfect. That could not have worked out better. And then launchers this way. And yeah. I think what I've decided is this whole thing needs to go a little bit lower. Okay, like that. And now we can do allow only Petallium down here-ish. That's better. Okay. I'm liking this plan. Okay, and now launchers. Let's go ahead and cut you down here. We're gonna go like that. And finish out this launcher column, and then we'll do the top of it. But then that means I can get rid of all this wasted space with the launchers and the block and all that. Totally unnecessary. This is going to be dramatically better and will add a bunch of storage space. Here we go. We can get rid of all of this. Beautiful. Here we go. And this is quite the old pedal fall we got going here. And I think I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna be ugly, but it will be worth it. Yeah, look at all this. This is crazy. There we go. We took care of that. That's perfect. I don't know why this. Oh yeah. Okay, so confirmation there, as if you needed it. All that falling petals. Yeah, it's pretty rough on the old system here. Not loving it. Not loving it at all. Okay. Look at all this red sand. Very nice. Oh, and we are like almost completely full. Would you look at that? Finally. Here we go. Finish this off, and this thing is going to start moving them real fast. Okay. I like that. I am going to get rid of that because I want as much pedals as possible to get over there. And yeah, okay, now the game's gonna hate me. Yep, I can tell. We're in for a few minutes here. We started at 93,000. I'm gonna say 109,000 at the end of all this. Like, you gotta remember, I took up a bunch of space with my quote-unquote art up there. So, yeah, in theory, it's not gonna hold quite as much as maybe if I didn't, but this is still, yeah, at this point I'm not even phased, you know? But can you imagine me ever having a ball this size on any of my other maps? Like, I never even came close, which is a testament to how much better this one's going. Although I say that, but I'm like completely ignoring the pedal catastrophe going on over there. I still need to assign some drones to hauling wet spores out of that box, but it's okay. It's okay. It's worth it because we are cruising through them now. And part of me wants to remove the throttle from that first factory, but look, this third factory is barely getting used at all. Like, at all. Look, we finally, little tiny trickle of sand. Yeah, look at this. It's pretty wild. Yeah, we got there's some spores in there, but it's hardly anything. Okay. Here, you are gonna go up to here. And that's just gonna have to be good enough. Back to what I was doing. Finish out. Look at that, the flux site is already coming back, man. It's growing so fast. Oh, they grow up so fast. And that's, people say that and it's a cliche, but it is true. That is very, very true. Okay. Here we go. What did I say? 109? We're at 105, 106. I really hope I guessed 109 because I'm just gonna seem brilliant. Although we're not quite there. It looks like we're gonna top out at about 107.5, yeah. Okay, pretty good guess though. I was close. What a worthless skill. Oh boy. Here, what is going on here? Is there, oh, this is such a weird thing here. I really don't get it. But yeah, here, let's take a look. How's our battalion box looking? Much, much better. So now what I want to do is, we're gonna do an allow only cinder right here. And we're gonna do it like this. Just to move this stuff, even it out, and then I'm gonna delete them. There. I'm liking this. Oh, except for, of course, I was standing there, so it couldn't build it. Yeah, this is a perfect example of one of those tricks you guys taught me. But look at this. Our red sandbox is almost full. And to think, it used to be double this size, and I thought, oh, I'm for sure gonna fill that up. Nope. Ooh, look at this. What's going on here? Now this doesn't make sense because it's not even set up like that over there. Weird. I think, is it just my inability to get stuff out? It does kinda seem like that. Whoops. Okay. This is my maximum lift. Unless I move this whole thing down, but then no, that's still pretty much it. I think that's pretty much it. I'm not getting better than that. It's nice that this is built though, right? That looks pretty. Very nice. We have some space. This thing is not jam-packed. We finally made some space, my friends. It only took us 14 hours. Yeah. Okay. Very nice. All right, big part of my plans here is I want to mine like everything, right? And try to get it pointed. Try to get it pointed some direction that's will hurt me in the future. So let's do this. Allow only cinder. Yeah. I think that'll work. No, it looks like there's needs to go one higher. Yeah. Gonna go like this and then launch this up. I think I can get rid of that because right now I'm not moving pedals in here. And the next culprit or victim, I should say, for pedals is not gonna be in here. I think it'll be that big pit where the water was. Here I'm going to toss in some launchers. All right, like that. And is there... It seems like there's a pixel stuck in there. It really does, doesn't it? But whatever. That's okay. We'll just deal with it. You know, it's happy where it is. It wants to be there. So who am I really? You know? Who am I really? Here we go. Like that, I think ish. Yeah, whatever. That's good enough. Just, you know, give her the old hood slap. I think it's fine. Let's mine all this out. I have big plans for all this sand. You might think, oh, this is pointless. This guy's clearly not going to. No, I have plans, friends. Okay, so you gotta trust. I trust in you. You trust in me. You know, it's a symbiotic relationship. I don't know. Please don't. Please just. Please don't. Here, I can get rid of that. Shouldn't have quite done that. I did a pretty good job of cleaning all that out though, so whoa, wah wah wee wah. We got there. Launcher spam for the win again. Here. Clear that. Okay. Yeah, toss. And if I get rid of you and toss it the other direction, that's probably better, right? I knew that when it was happening. There we go. Here. This is very well cleaned out as well. Well, I'll be... Whoa. Look at that. The pedals made it. They're starting to launch in here. Oh, geez. Okay. New plan. I guess pedals are coming in here. It's happening, friends. It's happening. Yeah. There. That's gonna help with pedal storage as well. I didn't think it would make it there. Okay. Yeah, it is what it is. And this sand is now probably forever entrapped. That's cool. I'm happy with that. There we go. What was I doing? I was trying to get the rest of this out. Can get rid of all that. And then I guess once this is cleaned out, we can. I guess we can put pedals in here. Wow, that one just my own sheer stupidity solved that problem for me. How cool is that? And over here, I can do this. So let's watch that. That's fun. That is very nice. And it's all gonna fall in funny chunks. Beautiful. We're gonna throw these in to help it along. And yeah, I missed my copy paste launcher spam. I probably should have done that. I was just trying to be I was trying to be a good citizen. I was trying to be a good person in general, and here we are. Welcome back. Welcome back to Emberleaf. You know, the leaf makes you do crazy things. Here, let's clean this up too. Beautiful. I am having so much fun today. It makes me sad that you know, we're getting towards the end here because um this has been a really great map. You know, and I've had so much fun. You guys have made some excellent comments. And so yeah, I'm just, you know, it is nostalgia while you're still what there's got to be a word for that. When you experience nostalgia while you're still experiencing it. It's not even in the past. You can't even nostalgia it yet. Here I am. There's got to be a word for that. If anything, the Germans have a word for it. So guys, let me know. Let me know. And I hope it's not like stalagmite situation either. Okay, well, I'm stuck. I guess we're doing the unstuck. Hey, we're back. Let's fly. Well, before I do that, it was probably a good time for me to come see what fresh hell is happening over here. How you doing, Petals? Yeah, not great is the answer there. So I guess we'll just stick with the one really efficient factory here. Um, we have like no sand. Boy, that's rough. Look at this. There's barely anything over here. What's going on, game? Um, can I improve the situation? Probably. Let's see if this helps. Um, I don't know why I decided that 2 was better, but I think it's not. I think it is not. So here, well, there's barely any sand there. What is going on? Here's a good pinch point. Let's help clear that up. Um, oh, and then here's a major pinch point. That's real dumb. If everything just moves faster, then everything moves faster, right? Can I add one more? Go like this. And we're gonna go conveyor. Hit control, okay, and then go ahead and do the speed up mod here. That'll maybe help a little bit. This seems to be working great. This is fine. There's barely any sand coming through here, which is interesting. You know what I need? More launchers. This probably will not work, but really curious if it actually does. I think it'd be kind of cool if it manages to empty this out in any way. So this is our fun experiment. Is this capable? If I get rid of the top one for all these, it seems like it might work. I think that's worth a shot here. And there, that might take like 6 hours, but it'll get there for sure. Here, yeah, I guess I kind of have to do this the whole way across. Whatever. No big deal. There. It is getting out. Well, would you look at that? Very nice. Here, do we have anything we need to mine over here? There is not. Okay. And I can definitely speed this up significantly. Not that I need to, because there's not a lot coming through that way. And man, I have just really I've really abandoned all sense of decency when it comes to the launchers here. Look at this. This is just such a mess. This is such an awful mess right here. Is that... I don't even know what to think. This is so bad. Yeah. Why is my factory slow? Let's think. Here. Clean up. There we go. Okay. All right. That's better. And this is all jammed right here. Well, I wonder if there's anything I can do about that. Doesn't really seem like it. Yeah, because I can't really get more launchers here. Um, is this going the correct direction? Yes, it is. Why is it so bad? What if I get rid of that bottom row? Does it still move stuff? Man, this is like the worst launcher ever. What are you doing, game? Um, okay. Let's start over. I would think that that would cause a continuous flow, but where am I going wrong with that? It's kind of confusing for me. Is there a pixel stuck? That would be, that would just be the pits, wouldn't it? Like this whole time my factory's been getting jammed up by a single pixel. That's never happened before. Here, what? Come on. Okay. Well, all that stuff is moving and it is cleaned up. This I'm gonna do something like that, and we're going to, of course, clean that up, quote unquote, clean it up. There. I'm certainly dooming the game to run slow this way, but whatever. I can get rid of this, and I'm going to build this. Okay. Just to help with the falling particles thing. We're probably getting a bunch of deletion here. Like, I'm almost positive, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, let's keep going on our tour. This way, I know there's more to do because we never finished off Red Sand Room, and it looks like we got all this to do as well. So, let's crush that. Some nice, relaxing mining. Oh, man. You know what? I bet my Fluxite's probably full again. It's like you can't even step away for 5 minutes. And if you do, you immediately regret it. Jeez. Here we go. This, that's nice. Got that. There's some red sand orphan down there. I gotta figure out how to take care of that orphans. Here we go. Yeah. Do I just do this this way? Why is it? It's kind of, oh. I was like, why is it have a shadow? Why can I not move this? What is going on? Dummy. It wasn't done. Fun story about the battalion. Yeah, Electric made that mod for me, like I said, and he made an interesting point, which is like none of the elements in the game files are what they're called in the game. So in the game files, Amethyst is called Battalion, and that's where the name comes from. Now, another prime example of that is red soil, I think, is called Sandium, and then the planter box is called the Gloom Emitter, which is much more foreboding. But we may still have a gloom emitter in the future. I don't know, but yeah, they're just interesting tidbits that you learn when you're looking at the code, trying to change it. But there's lots of weird quirks like that. Now one thought is, do I try to get this stuff up here because it would be better? Um, I don't know. That seems kind of like a pain, and I already have the infrastructure down here. So guess what? Another sand drop today. And now it is. That's pretty much everything pointed at the factory at this point. Speaking of pointing, I'm going to point all this sand that away. Clean this baby out too. There's a few pixels left, so I gotta clean that up, and then let's do it on this side. There we go. And there. Man, this room is dirty with random individual pixels. Do you guys see all that? Like when I'm shooting, there'll just be random pops going off in midair. Here we go. Alright, that area is cleaned out. This area is cleaned out. Let's keep checking everything over here is. So I saw some to the right. Yep. I saw some to the right over here. So we gotta go take a look at that. And here I can just do my duty. Perfect. Here we go. Let's mine it out. Is this the last little bit? It kind of seems like it. I know I did everything. As far as I can tell, this is going to be the last little bit in here. So that's exciting. I think I cleaned up the entire surface. There's nothing left of that. And it's sort of weird to think about what this place looked like before we arrived. We we bring environmental destruction everywhere we go. Here we go. Allow only cinder, like that. And get some launchers. Alright. This stuff, I'm really curious. It'll be interesting to see how long it takes for this sand to make it all the way to the top. Or if it ever could. If it ever even could. Here we go, like that. Okay, that's gonna keep stuff moving. And I'll just have to do a little bit more spamming to get this cleaned out. But that's pretty much all the mining there, I think. There might be a little bit left on the right area. We'll see. But I am having fun. This is very satisfying. Just removing it all. You know it's coming. You know it's coming at you. But hey, at least, you know, on accident through my own idiotic moves, we made some more space for petals. So, hey, it's a great day, you know? If this is not being used at all, which I think it is not, let's get rid of it. Yeah, let's get rid of it. And we can think about dumping petals down this way. Here, clean, clean, clean that up. And now I want to build a conveyor like this. And let's see, here, yep, control, there, go like that. Here. Oh, those aren't going to build because they're not solid blocks, but whatever. That's less pretty than I hoped, but you know, it is what it is. Petals, you're coming over here, and then we're doing block only cinder for our improved gravity there, and we'll go like this, and another conveyor over this way, or do we do a filter conveyor? Yeah, let's do that. Starting here, we'll do a filter conveyor, but before I do that, let's just try to, why not, get that stuff out of here. This stuff I kind of am not caring enough to worry about. And here we're gonna build that. Okay. Petals, how you doing? This is pretty full, and this is, yeah, slowly filling up. Let's go ahead and delete those. That can fall down, and then we can rearrange. I'm curious how this is going over here. Pretty crummy, to be honest with you. Let's go ahead and get rid of all this stuff. Yep. I'm sort of abandoning this stuff. That's okay. It's okay to cut your losses at some point. Let's toss it. Red sand, I'm not super thrilled about throwing away, so there you go. But the rest is just gonna be petal contamination, or vice versa. Depends on your perspective, I guess. Let's see. This stuff is coming over here, and I don't know if I want to launch it up or what. Huh. Is there a way I can improve this? That's probably acceptable. And I don't know that this is necessary yet. So let's get rid of that. Cinder, yeah, you just get to stay in your fun little hut. Cool and good for you, friend. Oh, okay. Back to where I was. Here we go. And then if I... Oh, look at that. It hasn't fully grown yet. If I delete this, and we get some amethylus coming this way, I think now here I could go over here like this, launch it up, way up, and have it go in both directions, basically. Yeah, let's go a little bit more. We're gonna go like this. And there. And there. And launch it. Whoops. That's ugly. Yeesh. Okay. And here we'll do a conveyor over to here. And then, what's this? Filter conveyor, allow only petallium. Like that. And this is going to go this way like this. So that's going to start filling that all in. And it will also probably go over to here. And I'm going to build some blocks underneath it like that. Okay, whoops. There. That'll move stuff around. That'll get it over there at least. And I'm going to build a wall here and here so we don't get a bunch of infinite cycling. Okay. Very nice. I think I can open this up and we'll have some more storage space. Ooh, look at that. That is gonna take a while. That is gonna take a while to catch up. But it's good because look at this. Already almost kind of full. Um, look at these flower boxes now. This is redonk. But these also apparently, I mean, for the record, also get jammed up. So they're I think this is a better situation, but it's definitely not perfect either. Maybe if I had more lava underneath them, you know, at the time I was trying to be sparing, environmental, whatever, but it came back to bite me, it seems like. So, yeah, I think next time we do a factory, I want to try a different planter box design. This is telling me that we could just commit to going full crazy, right? And if you do that, you may be handsomely rewarded, assuming you can keep it all burning. So, I don't know. Dropping spores from the top seems like a crazy, stupid, risky thing to do, but I might have to do it. I don't know. I might have to do it. Let's go up top and check out how our... Ooh, can I... Is there a pixel there? I got it. Come on. Okay, well, we finally get that. All right, well, let's go take a look. Yeah, we're doing pretty good on water. All right, I'm happy about that. I don't think I need to, yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that problem. Let's mine our fluxite like I was saying. Ah, that's so nice. Ah, okay. Well, you know, I was thinking about it, and I kind of want to do a retrospective on this factory. Let's talk about all the things that went well and what went wrong, and what lessons we can learn for the future. I think it's important that you do this whenever you complete a project, so let's start with what worked really well. For one thing, I'm really happy that I did finally make a tileable factory that was worth anything, you know? And I think it worked out really well. It did not, in some ways it ended up super compact, I would say, but in many other ways, I would say that is not compact. That is an absurdly tall factory. It definitely would not fit, like, for example, on the default map. So, compact, maybe not. Efficient? Yeah, I would say. I mean, that, in reality, if I pull out the stops on the first one, I think it can go absolutely ham. And in fact, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. Let's, where is it? Gold. Grab it all. There. This poor thing. Good luck keeping up. Good luck with that, my friend. And then this one too. I'm gonna unthrottle it, which you know, you might say, well, it wasn't the whole point to be able to get some over to here, but yeah, it'll be fine. We'll find a use for it in the future, I promise. Our what else went well? Well, I would say that these shakers into this integrated burner and like the way that the gold gets pulled out right here seems to work really well. We have no gold make it through here. This kinetic slag press has not broken on me in my recent memory. So I think that was fantastic. Our spore washer here, I think it could probably be more compact, but I gotta say, as long as I never run out of water, and as long as you don't make the dumb decision of putting the filters in like I did, this thing pretty much never jams up, which is wild to say compared to some previous ones that I've done. And so I would say that turned out really well. The flowers, like I said already, we definitely got to do something different with the flowers because this is taking up a ton of space and it's not super efficient. Now, this down here is, so realistically, I could have done this, you know, We could have done without the other 2 factories, pretty much. I mean, look at this. This can almost hold a full, like, this is wild how much that can handle. But yeah, I don't even know that I need to talk about the sand washer, but I like that I separated the sand washer and didn't try to integrate it like I always do. Um, because that seemed to be a problem. So having it over here was a great idea. It just took me a long time to finally wrap my noggin around what I was supposed to be doing. And once we got there, my friends, we did in fact get there. So these are great. They haven't broken. We haven't had to think about them at all since the beginning. So that's that was a huge success after much consternation and failure, right? um ooh, I wonder if we can do. No, I was gonna say I could like do an allow only slag filter right here, but I don't think that that would be faster. And this seems to be okay. Like it's not getting much worse than this. So I don't know, but this is a potential backup point. Unthrottling this is an interesting concept that I'm going to be dealing with for a while now. One thing I really wish I had done better was all of my my selection of routes and my launcher design here. And I mean it's obviously too late to fix it now, but it could have been a lot better. So that is a disappointing failure, but it's, yeah, whatever. Um, can I fit more gold down here? Oh no, this is my cycle back line, so I still can't really get rid of that, even though I'm not sure I have much to use it for. Look at that, our water. Yeah, man, look at all this sand. That's crazy, and it's all jammed up right here. Jeez. And this thing is like barely moving. I have to figure this out. What can we do? I'm gonna delete this right here. Okay. Okay. So I've got to think of something better. Where can I do like that? Yeah, and then launchers here like this. Could this maybe potentially work a little bit better? Because, I mean, this is such a colossal failure, and really it's this part right here. Um, yeah, I feel like this is time. It's time that happened. Here we'll go like this. Can I do? Yes, I can. I'm gonna do it here. We're gonna go like this. And I'm gonna just build a wall back here. And down here like that. And I will make that better. Here we're gonna go launchers. This is much better. Look at that. The pile is moving now. Here we can, if we do this, this should work. I think this is a more ideal way to clean stuff out, but even still, this is still dramatically faster. Wish I had done this 6 episodes ago. You know, see, this is what happens when you do a retrospective. You're like, I'm not done. I still screwed that up. I could do much better. Could I do much better? Yeah, debatable. You know, for sure debatable. Is this stuff not going anywhere? What are you doing? Why are you not moving? Okay. Weird. Whatever. This is infinitely cycling. Yeah, so more to my point, I did a terrible job with all of this junk. You know, I really did. I wish that had been better. What else? Well, I wish I had thought or more committed to a better way. I kind of wish I hadn't moved everything this way. Like I could just have dropped it. Well, obviously not here, but the the gold and the petals, my ever-present, ever-persistent crises. Um, I wish I wish that hadn't happened. And it would have worked better if I had just really, really planned ahead and brought red sand all the way over here, void blue mixer here, give myself way more room for petals. Like this whole area being petals would have been pretty nice. But I was just not ready when it happened, and so now I'm suffering the consequences, right? And I'm gonna do this to move that pile over, and then we can delete it again. What's going on here? Well, nothing. It's still working full blast. So another thing I would change for sure is my void bloom mixer. This is working, and it is right now technically it appears to be keeping up with, you know, petals and red sand, but to be honest with you, it's really not. It needs to be way faster. And this design, I don't know. It works and it never fails, but it's still slow. And so I know I've said that a million times, but it could definitely be better. Um, oh, look at that. That is a problem. That is a problem. Um, interesting. What if I did this and got rid of that, got rid of that again, go like this? Does this work any faster? Probably not. Um, burning it all seemed to help. That, I don't know. That does seem faster. Yeah, look at that. Ooh. Okay, well, that's yeah, that I guess that's something I would change. Okay. So little things like that can make a really big difference. So that's probably important to note. Um, I'm really proud of myself for how well all the returns are built in. You know, we have I like the flame throwback, although it doesn't isn't normally doing much, but having having this return here, this thing never clogs up. Having the spore return, I mean it is constantly doing a little bit. So I think that's pretty sweet. And so I'm proud of myself for doing that because I said from the beginning, I was like, I'm gonna do it. And then I say that every time and I don't do it. It's really satisfying to watch this thing working though, especially over here. Um, yeah. Wow. What a trip, my friends. What a trip. Um, well, I promised that if you stuck around till the end, I would have a special announcement, and I do. Um, I am going to live stream a finale episode this Saturday, so it'll be May 3rd at 12 o'clock Central Time. That's 5 p.m. GMT. And so I'm gonna, if I can, I'm gonna try and schedule it on YouTube. You know, you've seen that before. I've tried and I couldn't figure it out before, but I'm gonna try harder. So hopefully I can do that. If not, make sure to try and show up then, because what we're gonna do is install the portals mod, and we are gonna abuse it, and we are gonna use it and abuse it and abuse it harder to turn this factory into a freakazoid monster somehow. And I think it's going to involve doing this to all of them and then yeeting the petals into the ether. And I really want to do a count of all our petals and all our gold. So both of those sound like really fun projects, and I want to see this thing like choking under its own weight. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. And I'm excited for it. I'm here for it, my friends. So I cannot wait to see you then. And I hope you show. Um, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this whole series. I have had a great time, and I hope you have too. I really do. And so I want to, if you appreciated it, make sure you leave a like down below. Just, just for fun. And what I really would love is for you to leave a comment. Just let me know if you enjoyed it, what your favorite part was, what your favorite struggle was. Again, what your favorite football team is. If you haven't let me know yet, I'd love to hear that. I'd love to hear, if you guys like the stories at the beginning, if you want me to keep doing it, if you didn't like them, let me know what you think, and I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on what map I'm going to do next, because I have not decided. But I can tell you, whatever it is, it's going to have water on it, because I cannot suffer anymore. And I don't want you to suffer either. Uh, and of course, if you're just seeing this video and you're new to the channel, first off, hit that subscribe button. Second of off, go back to one of my first playlists and start there so you don't miss any of the story, my friends. And I'll meet you back here on Saturday for the finale episode. If you're watching this in the future, I will link that in the end screen that you are about to see. And on that note, my friends, I want to thank you so much for watching. I've been Trimbark Tree, and I will see you in the next one.